What up, folks? It's your boy Trails. I'll be back with another one. And we got this article from ABC News. The men convicted in Ahmaud Arbery's murder asked for a new trial. This article came out a few hours ago. Let's go ahead and read the article, see what this details. We'll give our opinion on the issue, and then we'll also read some comments as well. So without further ado, the three Georgia men convicted in a 2020 killing of 25-year-old jogger Ahmaud Arbery are in court Thursday to ask for a new trial in a murder case. One of the men, Travis McMichael, claimed that he and his father suspected Arbery, who had been jogging through the neighborhood, had just burglarized a nearby home under construction. He testified that Arbery resisted a citizen's arrest and attacked him after he, his father, Gregory McMichael, and their neighbor William Roddy Bryant chased him. Travis McMichael, who delivered the deadly shot, was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Here goes Ahmaud Arbery right here. Here goes a photo of him at 25. He was convicted on all 9 charges: malice murder, 4 counts of felony murder, aggravated assault with the shotgun, aggravated assault with the pickup truck, false imprisonment, and criminal intent to commit a felony. Gregory McMichael was also sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. The former Georgia police officer was found not guilty of malice murder, but was convicted on the remaining charges, including the felony murder counts. 2 pictures of suspects here. Bryant was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole. He was found guilty of 3 of the felony murder counts, as well as charges of aggravated assault with his pickup truck, false imprisonment, and criminal intent to commit a felony. The arrest came after a cell phone video Bryant took to the confirmation that captured part of the shooting. It was heavily used by both prosecutors and defense attorneys during the trial, was leaked to the media despite Bryant having turned it over to Glenn County Police on the day of the killing. The McMichaels and Bryant had all pleaded not guilty to a 9-count state indictment. ABC News has reached out for further comment from their legal teams on requests for a new trial. The 3 men also have been convicted and sentenced on federal hate crime charges. The McMichaels were sentenced to life in prison. Bryant was sentenced to 35 years. Gregory McMichael apologized to Arbery's family in court following the federal sentencing. I'm sure my words mean very little to you, but I want to assure you that I never wanted any of this to happen, he said. There was no malice in my heart or my son's heart that day. And that's the article here. My opinions on it is, no, you're done. You got convicted. If there's a process that allows you the possibility to get a new trial date, there's some type of wrongdoing that occurred during the original trial and you could prove that, then yeah. But as far as I'm concerned, you got what you got. Another trial, asking for a new trial now would be like trying to test the sentiments of the people now, when in 2020, the sentiments of what happened is what you were convicted on. And pretty much, this is how I see it. It's like, hey, maybe we get a new trial now. People are less outraged by what we did. We can get a little bit of favor because we're white. Bow. Free. That's what they're trying to do. But, didn't it say that they were pled? I don't know. But, yeah, let's see what some of the comments say. We'll start with some of the newest. He said, what? They not like their sentences? That young man's family, I am sure they didn't like what they gave him. Pigs, write it out. I agree. Yeah, write it out. One time, a leftist carried out about the victim. Unlike Kyle Rittenhouse, acquitted of all charges. Self-defense in this case, though most leftists denied the video evidence and the truth. Typical of the left. No, it's not the same. Racist pigs should stay in prison. Yep. He said no. It was recorded. They chased a man who was jogging in the neighborhood and killed him. and they didn't like him because he was black. Exactly. They didn't. Oh, here goes RL. Here goes a little white fragility. We're going to probably see a couple comments with that in there, of course. Some people can't, stand justice is deserved because, they have their own biases. A lot of biases seem to be a little pale skin though. We call that, PSB, pale skin bias. But, they didn't chase him. They drove up on him. They did it because he was trespassing. In Georgia, citizens arrest was 100% legal. No. I read through some of the comments that are trying to make excuses for what they did. They had no right whatsoever to do what they did. None. Here goes this guy, right? RL, incorrect. The law at the time in GA was citizens were allowed to make citizens arrest if they witnessed the crime. That's the fact. They never pointed the gun at Arbery. They only fired the gun after Arbery attacked him. The conviction was by a woke mob. Well, then you would have to prove that there was a crime that occurred before the situation happened where they pulled up on him. Especially when they pulled up on him and it's suspicion of the possibility of a crime. That's not, grounds for some type of, citizen's arrest. Now, if they saw him actually committing a crime, then you could say that, Mr. RL, nope, and nope. These men are sad they cannot spread their hate and violence in the public again. The code of Hammurabi applies here, an eye for an eye type thing. Oh, RL, woke mob. Hey, this guy is funny at RL. Woke as an aware of human decency and the care for sanctity of life. Yes, call me woke. Better than being a hating a person who loves the rule of mob and vigilante style justice. You tell him, David. David's a hero. See, now that's a cool white guy. I know a lot of white folks who should aspire to be like him instead of being fucking worms. Grant them a new trial so they can get even more time for being cowards. Hey, I mean, if they have the right to ask for a trial and get it, I'm not too sure about this because I'm not a criminal like that, then, hey, let them have one. But does everybody get a chance to ask for a trial? Probably not. Probably a white thing. They got what they deserve and will die in prison. Yup. And he said it twice, just in case you didn't hear him the first time. This is the same thing as George Floyd stuff. Break the law, then prosecute the law enforcement. This isn't a democratic state. See, that's one thing. One of the issues that I have with a lot of these white folks, who especially claim they're right wing and conservative, they make everything about that. When I don't look at you any different than a Democrat. You're the same. It's no difference to me, You either with me or you're one of them, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, nobody understands that point. They just be like a typical liberal. I'll be like typical whitey. What are you going to steal from a house under construction? Tools, a tub of spackling. Not something you joke with, right? And I agree there. You gotta need something. What a crap article. The headline is, they asked for a new trial. Any criminal can ask for a new trial. How did these men end up in front of a judge with their request? Did they win some type of jailhouse lottery? What happened to a couple years ago, old news? A one-paragraph reminder would have been sufficient. This article should have been about the grounds on which they are asking for a new case. Instead, they turn a legal story into a rehearsed morality tale. Alas, this is the state of modern journalism. Intellectually incurious writers reinforcing low information readers. Absolutely. My name is Gary. How? I don't know. I kind of got mixed. I kind of see what he says here, actually. I don't think it's a crap article. If anybody can ask, then why does the article need to waste time on and proven the grounds of why they asked. I mean, we all know that he should have said the obvious is that the only reason why this is an article with these typical criminals asking for a new trial is because they're white. The optics is reek of white fragility. Now, if he would have said that, I would have been like, yeah, this dude is a G. But he also reeks of that same white fragility that I just mentioned. So, of course, how could he be honest, If they would have minded their own business and called the police, all of them would be doing fine today. Those men were driven by their racist upbringing and acted on it. They made several bad decisions and now they must live with the consequences. Here goes the RL. This dude. That's projection. Something liberals excel at. Sorry, but it was 100% legal in Georgia for citizens to make a citizen's arrest at the time this happened. They were 100% in their rights. Notice how he left out. Remember when he said this last time? He put in unless they commit a crime, if they commit a crime. But see how he left it out this time? Because the old dude already got on his ass about it. See, this is 7 minutes ago. Oh, snap. Oh, he got a listen to, I gotta read it. The murderer said, there was no malice in my heart or my son's heart that day. Despite the fact that you were judge and jury and executioner that day. You and son were well-known racists in that town. May you rot in jail forever and ever. And evermore. RL, what are you talking about? Executioner? These men never even pointed their rifle towards Abby. He ran, slipped, fell, landed on the gun, and pulled the trigger. No, they didn't say that. Watch the video. Only after Arbery attacked them did the gun get fired. Sorry, but nobody would allow someone to take their weapon away from them and then use it on them. Wow, the white fragility of RL is horrible. This dude. Okay, let's see what this pimp juice. Oh, he got. Oh, he triggered. Let's see what he said. The victim grabbed the barrel and tried to pull the rifle from the guy. The rifle holder had his finger on the trigger and naturally the gun fired. That's not murder. They got him his fucking heels. Look at that. And here we go. It's felony menacing, false imprisonment, felony, and aggravated assault, felony. Ergo, it becomes felony murder when someone dies while the felony has been committed. Not all states have felony murder statutes. His finger was already on the trigger and Ahmaud Arbery was close enough to grab the barrel of the rifle that his intent was to gravely injure Mr. Arbery is painfully clear. Oh. Trying to say the gun naturally fired is ridiculous. It didn't go off on its own. Good job, Letitia. You tell him. False imprisonment. Now that's funny. First and foremost, we don't have vigilantes that chase people down in vehicles armed. That was their first mistake. That's why we have something called 911 and professionals that do it. The guy got a phone call at his home, grabbed the gun and chased him down. Let me do you like that and see what they say. Yeah, and we'll end it there, folks. That's what I'm talking about. For anybody who disagrees with their little white fragilities and you can't handle the truth. It's not about anyone caring because there is more people in this world than you. It's more racists in this world than you. Everybody deserves to be treated equally and everybody has the right to be in society without having to check in or explain or do anything for you to feel comfortable with your life. So, yeah. If they get another case, they get another case. But as far as I'm concerned, it's gonna end up the same way that it did before. So, do I care that they requested it? No, because everyone probably requests it. I will say it's kind of sketchy that this is a news article because they're white. Let's keep it stacked. It's the only reason why we're here today. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this article. And what say you on the situation? Do they deserve another trial, or did they get their just desserts? I think personally they got them. And I also think that they're guilty. So if they even did get another trial, I have faith in the right things will happen, but I don't want them to get another trial. And I really don't care. Right in hell, bro, as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like, sub for more. We'll be back later. As always, deuces.